Hello everyone, my name is Marius. I work for the NETWAYS web services team and I'm responsible for the software as a service part of this platform. In my opinion, monitoring is like backup. Nobody wants it until they need it, and I think monitoring is a critical mess. Let's start with the network. Of course, you want to monitor your network, right? You want to know what's going on. You want to know if your network is reachable, if your network is secure, and you want to know who's inside your network and where's the traffic going. So you're gonna monitor it. But how do you gonna monitor it? You could use Async 2 or some other tools like NETWAYS or the Cumulus NetQ if you want something special. And of course, you want some graphs if you have all the data, right? So there are other tools like Graphite and Grafana, which you need to do so. And the next one would be the hardware. Of course, you are running your software on servers, and this is hardware, so you want to monitor the hardware. But it's like different parts you have to monitor. The first part would be the storage part. You have different tools here like Collectee or the object stores where you need Prometheus for it. You can do a host-based monitoring with Isinga or for the live data with Prometheus again, or with Graphite and Grafana. And then the thing nobody wants to take care of, the backup. How do you monitor the backup? Do you do some API calls against the servers where the backup is running, or do you do some magic tricks? In fact, I really don't know. Because the backup solutions I know are not that good in being a software which is good to be monitored. So the best thing to test the backup is a disaster. You will see if it works or not. And imagine this, the notifications. You are on call, it's sunny outside, you lay outside, no calls, no alerts. It's cool, right? But what if there aren't alerts because the alerts aren't working, because your monitoring system isn't working? So you need alerts in a different way. Maybe not just SMS because your gateway couldn't work. Not just email because your mail server could be down, but also maybe mobile notifications because they're just working over the internet with Rocket Chat, push over Slack. And then there are containers nowadays. Nowadays, software is not just a LAMP stack on a hardware, but it's Docker and Docker on Kubernetes with some random stuff wrapped around which nobody understands. But you have to think about the monitoring as well. So you could use here Prometheus again. Or you just could make it even more worse and do your own scripts which are ready to be connected from the monitoring or something like this. And when it comes to money, you have to do accounting and you have to monitor the hardware and the resources you gave to customers and make reports and gave them to F&A and many more. So you have to use a lot of tools here, like PMA CCT and then Grafana for some graphs, or if you have some metrics, you have to use Gnocchi or Prometheus again, or a Jasper report to generate some reports. And if you have another cloud like OpenNebula, you have something different again. And all of this is just internal. So sometimes you have to give informations to your customers or your colleagues which are at home and don't reach the internal network of your setup. So you have to do something external, and there you have a status page. Again, there are different tools you have to take care of, like Cacheit, Status.io, or I don't know how they are named, but it's something you have to take care of as well to be good in having information external. And then there's the monitoring. This is like a devil's spiral because you don't have to monitor your setup, but also you have to monitor your monitoring because, as I said, with the notifications, if the monitoring isn't running, you can get alerts. So you have to do as well the hardware monitoring, the software monitoring. You have to look to see if the config management is working fine. Is the network okay? Did your colleagues do well? And in the end, you will stand in front of a wall with solutions, with problems, with software, and just mind blows because it's so huge. And if you go deeper, it's getting bigger and bigger. So if you need help with your setup, your monitoring, or something else, you can get in touch with us. We have a lot of solutions ready on our platform. They're just good to go. You can contact us at our website or on Twitter. And last but not least, I want to thank you very much for your attention today. I hope you enjoyed this first online talk from me, and maybe you can give me some feedback on Twitter or just get in touch with us for some solutions. Thank you.